And this should be up and running. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to University of Chicago versus Robert Morrison University. I'm going to get set up here in just a little bit. All right. Started. Okay. Let's put this away. All right. So I haven't had time to research our teams, but should be fine. Blue team banning. I believe blue team is Robert Morrison. Joel Kaz banned. Start off. Let's see an Evelyn band come in. I'm just gonna go ahead and move my webcam here. We're gonna get a Zillion band as well. A Rise band, Kindred. Cannot move this for some reason. Let's see this last band. Can be shown. Okay, last band, I could just tell you what it is. Last band is going to be Echo. They're going to lock in a Graves Jungle. That's probably not Jungle. Could be. Alright, double ban for purple team. Or a pick, sorry. Lucian in the bot lane with maybe this is support as well. These bans are definitely non-meta bans. For sure. Rammus Jungle, okay. So this, okay, alright, yeah, this is definitely Graves Jungle. I guess Rammus, that should be pretty interesting for the early game. Also very top-specific bans coming from purple side. Very top-specific bands. The Rise and the Echo specifically. We might see Soraka support with Sivir. Corky. So already blue team has a pretty fantastic mid game, especially with Graves and Corky. Would definitely like to see some engage in front line from blue team. I assume these last two picks have to be pretty tanky. Wow, these guys are taking their time. Oh, okay, we're gonna see. Oh. Brahms definitely coming in. Will we see Gangplank? Gangplank top. Okay, we will see Gangplank top. With Lucian and Braum against Soraka and Corky. Interesting. Blue team's definitely going to need some tank picks this round for top. At least top. Not too much. I don't think an assassin pick would be the best option for mid lane. Alessandra, okay. Alessandra against Gangplank isn't bad. And we're going to have... Oh, sorry, that's Alessandra mid. And Trundle top, okay. I like that. I like this composition. Oh, and a Veigar mid. Okay, wow. Or some would say Veigar. Veigar. It's going to be interesting. Alright, while they're loading in, I'm going to go ahead and edit a couple things really quick. Oh, so we have, this is a Masters team. Oh yeah, this rec as we see, this Master tier jungler, currently pretty tanky. Gangplank will be somewhat tanky if he's not going completely AD. Not really too sure how blue team's team fight looks. I expect poking before engage, maybe Alessandra engage with ult to pick out somebody, most likely Lucian or Xerath, followed by Zonia, and then the holy grail of burst coming down with Corky and Graves, and then Trundle there to slow with pillars. So I think both teams have equal strengths. Blue team definitely has a more mid game favorable composition, and purple team especially, it's kind of all around. It's a nice balance of tanky and tanky damage. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little research really quick on our players. Oh, so we have, this is a Masters team. Oh yeah, this rec as we see, this Master tier jungler, currently top 1%. We have Terratron here. Oh, his last game he went 10-0-5. That's pretty decent. Dino 1 ADC coming from Blue's team. good. We have Mike Lamas. I didn't spell that right. That's an I, not an E. Okay. Or not I, not an L, sorry. I have to make that distinction. Diamond 1 as well. So both these teams are, say, average elo is diamond. This will be a pretty interesting match. This must be our high elo bracket for sure. Master top lane, okay. I see. Turb seems to main Gangplank most of his games, but has the highest win ratio with Poppy. That makes sense, Poppy's pretty OP. These last couple of games have been... Yeah. Alright, so we're going to load in here, and... we will have competition competing. And while they're loading, I'm just going to go ahead and check out a couple things really quick. Okay, I see. All right, and we're loaded in. As you can see, it will be a nice, beautiful diamond game. Full of diamonds. And some master tier. Brilliant. And I have a quick pause. On blue side, we have University of Chicago. On top side, red side, we have Robert Morrison University. Both teamins are average diamond tier. Having a little bit of connection issues, so once those get sorted out, we'll get right into the game. As well with some chat. A lot of chat going on, actually. Sorry I couldn't add sound into the game. Having some issues with OBS. Both teams getting... I see some pings from Robert Morrison University coming in on... roughly here. Looks like we're going to get an invade coming in, I see. But that's going to be warded, obviously. We're not going to let that go. Give me a second and let me go ahead here and arrange our players. ADC, we have our mid laners, and our top end support. Alright. Gonna get some early rewards there by our players. Looks like there will be no invasion, but RMU definitely does have bot sides red warded, which looks like it'll last for maybe another 20 or so seconds. He's not obviously going to start there. But we indeed have some possible gank. Turb is going to get really low here. He's going to back off. That deserves a back. Will he stay in the lane? Probably not. Oh no, he's going to stay. He's going to miss out on some CS though. But Rek is definitely here in the jungle. Is he going to steal this red? He probably will. All freaking Pope gets chickens. Check out top lane. Turb's not doing too bad. Got even CS, so that didn't really prevent him too much. Yeah, Rek definitely did get that red, so also a good start. He has his too, and he also has his blue still safe as well. So that's going to be 3 buffs for him. It's pretty good. Bot lane is definitely having some trouble. That's an early game. Braum and Lucian, that aggression is so strong with him. Wow. Corki's going to be quite safe though, so long as Soraka is staying back. Wow, he's going to get really, wow. Living with a few health. It's totally fine though, it's Soraka's support, so he won't have too much trouble here. We have a gank in the mid lane. Oh, wow. Ghibli Studios gets out just a little bit of health. Lucky guy, lucky guy. The aggression is strong though, coming from RMU bot lane. So much so that Corki's quite a bit of CS behind. You know, you really want to get Corki ahead, especially early, so that he can flourish in the mid game. Looks like we have a gank coming up here in mid lane. Wow, he just gets out, but it won't be enough. Old W, will he be able to get away with the flash? Ah, wow, just barely gets away. Just barely gets away. The aggression from RMU is pretty intense right now. Kavara doesn't seem to be having too much trouble against Gangplank. Definitely has bot side. Try bush forward it. Not too fond of the mastery. You see Corki has caught up quite nicely in CS, only 7 behind currently. Bottom bush is forwarded. Bot lane has to try bush forwarded. RMU bottom lane, so they're quite safe. See that Ghibli Studios gonna get some nice early vision. Rek is getting his blue. I believe he did not get it before. So this is his 3rd buff currently. Both teams are pretty even in gold, so it's a nice start. I see Guevara wants to get a little aggressive on Turb. Wow. I'm quite low. It's not going to be a kill though. Nowhere near. We can see that Nubsy is actually behind quite a bit of CS, considering that this wave is pushing on Ghibli Studios. So he manages to get all this. He's gonna be quite ahead, and he's gonna go aggressive. I missed that first, but they died for this. Oh yeah, this was definitely a trade. Sorry, I missed that. Early bot lane aggression. Corky's behind quite a bit of CS. You see Nubs. He's got the blue. He's going to push this out and probably go for a back. Lissandra going for Scepter first. Rex safe on his back, and we have again bot lane farming. I'm quite interested in bot lane. I think bot lane especially will be the determiner of how this game goes. Depending on if it'll be a stomp per se, or if both teams will have a little bit more fighting power towards mid game. So that should be interesting to check out. See Braum here going for a ward. It's like freaking Pope wants another gank, but it's not gonna work. Not with that Lissandra. It's a pretty slow start. UFC bot lane down quite a bit of CS. 15 or so. There's a nice zone by Var. He's only quite hard. I mean, he's 10 CS ahead. I would say that Trundle does pretty decent against Gangplank, especially early in the game. Late game, after he finishes, it looks like he's going Trinity Force, I would say. Trinity Force, and then if he decides to go Bork or Tank, puts out quite a bit of damage. Corky's going to get his packages, which I believe he maybe go for, but this could be a potential gank here. The pillar just hit, but he has the orange. He does not have the orange, in fact, and Turb is gonna go down. I see Rek probably wants to get top ahead, seeing as how bot is struggling quite a bit. That would be the way to go, especially with Trundle. You could split all game and definitely get some towers. That's gonna be freaking Pope's duty to deal with. But we see Braum here is wanting to get a gank, focusing mid, quite heavy with these ganks. That was a nice side step. Good job. I like that. We also see that there are quite a few wards here in the bot side jungle for UFC. And Corky here is wavering away his enemy. Again, pretty slow start. That kill against Turb got UFC ahead just a little bit in gold, roughly about 500 or so gold. So still kind of early to tell. You see some aggression here. You see RMU. I'm interested to see when these guys are going to push objectives. I assume once bot gets decently ahead. This is not good. Oh, okay. Sorry, my camera was... Yeah, there we go. Nice Braum shield. Take away some of that damage. Corky is caught up quite a bit in CS. Lissandra's behind some. Almost has Scepter finish. They're going to trade that blue over to Nubsy. That's going to allow him to push a little bit more. Oh, okay. This could be an early Dragon? This is the time they're going to do it, but not really. He's going to get out. He has backup coming in. Freaking Pope and RMU could potentially get this. You see that? Right? Oh, who's going to get the last smite? And it was going to be RMU. But they're not going to let this go. It doesn't look like. UFC getting really low here. They're going to have to back off. Oh, wow, it took a lot of damage for that. They almost had a kill. Oh, no, we're going to... The last one, did it hit? Oh, no, yeah, he missed it. Could it hit? Oh, no, it's not going to hit. It's not going to hit. Meanwhile, Turb's top lane getting some nice farm and pushing in on that. That was absolutely a win for him. Definitely caught back up in a lot of CS, and Trundle Kavar is going to miss a lot of that. Definitely a loss for UFC at that fight. Loss in gold and dragon. It's okay though. First dragon isn't that rewarding. For the early game at least. It's pretty late with the damage increase. Varha is probably going to trade his blue over to Lissandra. I assume she'll be able to push this out quick enough to come get it, or maybe not. Oh, they're not going to trade it. I'm here getting some deep wards into the jungle. Ghibli Studio says, no, that is my pink. I believe they're going to actually get it right here. Soraka potentially coming down. No. No, she's not. Notice that blue side has quite a few pinks around the map. Excluding the one that was just destroyed. They're definitely keeping track of graves with these bottom side wards in the jungle. Yep, and no sleepers yet on their side, at least not for Graves, so he's going to be walking all over those. We have a potential gank here by freaking Pope. Could he come down? Are we going to get a Braum ult? We possibly could get a Braum ult. There's the ult, but it's going to miss. Good flash by Soraka, keeping them pretty safe. Oh, wow, that was close. So far, gold's pretty even. Depths are pretty even. Mid lane, Lissandra is behind about 20 CS versus Xerath. Oh. We might have another gank here, potentially. They do have a ward here. So, you know for a fact that he's there. Looks like they want to potentially get this pre-Baron. I like how they're keeping wards in the bottom side jungle. They're definitely going to stack this. Oh no, is he going to get low? Oh, he lives. But they traded it over to jungle. It's probably not what they wanted. Freaking Pope looking to snag an extra kill. Potentially counter jungle some. Not much to counter jungle though. They could potentially dive Kavar here if he's willing to smite this and get out. I see Graves is looking to potentially come up. Oh, they're going to see him in the jungle. Oh, no, sorry. Rek here getting caught out by the ward, so I guess he decided not to go. A little confusing. Let's see. okay. Yeah, overall UFC is looking, or both teams I should say are looking pretty good. UFC a little bit ahead in gold. Not too much. Couple hundred. Quite the bit of gold lead by Kavar on top. Same with Mikey in bot lane playing Lucian. Have a nice zone here with Braum. Braum in the bush. Also looks like I'm going to trade this blue over. That's going to help him push out mid a little bit. But are these, the towers are doing decently well. Yeah, both towers. Oh, no, sorry. Blue mid tower is pretty low. I would expect for RMU to focus that, but Graves is pushing with the Baron, and we have both junglers here in the bot lane ready. Looks like nothing's gonna happen though. He's gonna go back in. Potentially jungle, maybe not. He's gonna hang around. I see pings on drag, so I guess UFC is looking to maybe do it after they push out this lane. A little bit tingering here. They definitely want, both teams definitely actually want this next dragon. Curious if we're gonna see a TP coming in from both tops. Maybe not. It would be wise for UFC to send down Kavar. I see no wards though. Near the dragon, they're probably not gonna ward. Rek is getting really low. He may not be able to smite this, but Lissandra's going into... Oh, and she gets an ult on freaking Pope. Probably not the best choice to ult, but... There it goes. There it goes, folks. Braum ult hits one person, doesn't really supply the knockup. RMU getting really low. We do have the... Oh, we did have the TPs coming from up. It was a 3-for-3, folks. Nubsy's really high. Rek and Lissandra both really low. They're not going to go for the drag. Yeah. That fight was actually, again, pretty even. We did not get the TP, in fact, from Kavar. I will have to go back and rewatch. I'm not too sure how exactly he got down to the lane. Maybe he left early? Xerath, regardless, taking a couple tower shots for that aggression. This tower is going to be down pretty shortly. I say if he continues to push maybe the next couple waves, especially with Braum here mid. They're looking to make an engage. She's going to be safe. Being out. Lucian's going to get this nice wave. His tower's pretty low. It's decently low, sorry. It's a little bit higher than half. Top tower is as well low. Kavar's going to get that pinked. See some junglers coming in. Freaking Pope's getting his wolves. Freaking was surprisingly very tanky. Only having the Legion, I mean, but that's Rammus for you. Legion was a good pickup against Lissandra for sure. This ward is swept. This might be triple gank. They have the first stack on Soraka. Oh, and it won't be enough. She's too fast. There goes blue team's turret from mid lane. Now, it looks like Xerath's going to roam bot there. Oh, they're probably going to make a dive down here. On these two, yeah, they will make a dive. And what a dive it will be. Soraka and Corki And extreme low. Corky's still alive, actually. Oh, wow. A couple more turret shots and that would have gotten Braum. That was a very nice dive. They traded it for a top turret, so it was worth it. But they're probably going to definitely lose bottom turret here and dragon. So ultimately, it was not worth, but maybe it was because they're going to get mid turret instead. It looks like RMU is knowing and ready of this, so they're going to definitely defend this turret. You want to keep your mid turrets up for really as long as you can. It's the hallmark of thing. RMU is going to get this dragon. Could potentially be stolen. Will we see it? No, it will not. Just a scare. You have Turp here pushing down mid. After this, he's probably going to rotate top. If not, he's going to stay mid. That was close. He almost got ganged on. That ward, though, definitely saved him. Gray's pretty aggressive here. All right, so where are we at? RMU ahead, 2 kills, about 2K gold lead. They have successfully secured 2 drags, 2 towers, so looking pretty good. I suspect that they're probably now going to focus mid. Nope. They're going to send both ADCs top. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Seraph getting really low, but he's going to live with Face of the Mountain. Never mind. No, he's not. Kavar's going in on Braum, but he's probably going to get caught out here. Yes, he will. Freaking Pope. They're trying to get this mid turret. I don't think it's going to happen, though. They went back off their pings for top lane to push and get top tower and instead focus on mid. So that was actually good of RMU to send Lucian down. He's going to go back top, I assume. Push that out to get that turret. Rotating Graves bot as well to add some pressure. I guess Graves will be waiting for Corky to push out. He's going to get some vision here. Yeah. He's probably just going to wait down there. Looks like they're looking to stop this top lane push. Potentially going in. Narv's going in on Braum here, but Lucian's there, the backup. We got the TP coming in from Gangplank. What the definitely a lot going on here. Oh wow. Trundle's gonna go down from Lucian. Oh, Soraka's gonna get caught out. Dead as well. That is 2 kills for RMU. A snag of a blue as well. And potentially a Baron. Potentially a Baron. This will be a Baron. They're gonna sweep it. UFC can't get here in time. Only Graves is here with Lissandra. Oh, that's going to be enough to ward it off. Never mind, they can get here in time. Corky with the package I completely forgot about. But instead, they're pinging mid. That's actually very good. Looking to get this mid turret. GP possibly poorly timed because the next wave is coming in. They might have enough damage to get this down. Wow, these guys are quick to respawn. Wow, Red getting really low. The flash out with the Hex pop. And a double kill coming in from RNU. And they're going to focus this kill on a Baron. Wow, that was quite the mistake from Rek to overstay. Soraka as well getting caught out. This looks to be a free uncontested Baron. Trundle's going to split top, possibly getting the turret. Yep, that's going to be a turret trade for 2 deaths in a dragon, or maybe even another, and a turret as well. Sorry. Lissandra looking to see what she can do. Really can't do much though. I suspect that now they're going, since both side lane turrets are down and mid lane turret is down, they're going to group and push potentially mid. Yep, potentially mid. That would be the best place to go with the Baron. Now, this is around mid-late game, so Corki does have the Trinity Force and Essence Reaver finished. So this is where we're probably going to see a good majority of his damage come through. Lucian is real with Essence Reaver. Wow, Last Whisper and Phantom Dancer. Did not see that Phantom Dancer there. 4 kills and 3 assists. That will get it for you. See some brown trolling here. They're definitely going to get that pink in those 2. So instead they're going to group bot. And then probably after they get this turret, if they can get it, rotate mid. We have Dragon up. Oh, never mind. They're going to go for Dragon. Just realized it's up right now. And this will be uncontested. 3 Drags uncontested. Baron. Potentially from here, their options are to, go bot and push. Mid will be pushed out by Xerath. And then that wave will probably be heading in about the time they get this turret. If they choose to focus it, they're not. Rammus is going in. That stun's going to miss from Xerath coming in. This is going to be a red buff from RMU. Lucian and Gangplank pushing down this tower. We're going to see the rest of the team come in. And they're not going to rotate. They're actually going to continue pushing bot. Surprisingly. Wow, Kavar is going down really fast. He flashes out with the rocket hill. Wow, UofC is just got a 2-for-1 while defending their turret with the Baron Belt. This is actually really good if they so decide to take out the remaining 3. But Gangplank ult and Xerath ult both taking UofC down really low. They're pushing down the turret. They get the turret. This looks like it's going to be an inhib because they can't back quick enough. Turb is stopping the base. VAR comes in, but it's too late. They got the inhib. That was actually a really good push by them. They traded 2 deaths for 1 with I believe was it Corki? I believe Corki. Yeah, Corki spawning the student. So Corki was killed the earliest. Wow. Nubsy having the flash after, I believe, overstaying from Kavar. And we have up here Red getting Turb kind of low. So top needs to be pushed for UofC. Don't know who they're going to send to push that. Now that RMU has bot inhibitor, they're free to basically, at this point, go wherever they please. It looks like, since there's a wave pushing top, they're going to start rotating top. UFC hasn't had time to push it out. Trundle is splitting bot, buying them some time, since that wave will be pushing in roughly about maybe a minute or so, given the inhibitors. Let's see. Still 3 drags to none, plus a Baron that is since worn off. Not really too sure what could potentially happen here. It looks like RMU is going to group mid while possibly sending somebody top. Nope, never mind. They're going to group top while keeping Gangplank mid. UFC looking to counter this push by early grouping here. But they're leaving this mid turret undefended. Oh, never mind. They will send Trundle. This is actually good of them. They waited roughly the amount of time to have bot lane pushing in, and now they're going to go ahead and group and take this turret in the top lane. Not much UFC can do to defend this. Looking pretty grim. Kavar is still bot. He will be bot for about another wave. Maybe if he can then rotate. Now that they successfully have that turret, RMU appears to be going mid. They will push this turret. And you see, this is kind of where RMU's composition shines, because they have the tankiness, they have the poke, and they have the burst. They have a really good comp here for engaging. We have Braum engaging with the ult, but Braum's going to get really low. He's going to get blown up. Freaking Pope also equally as low. He's going to Q his way out. You're too slow. Meanwhile, bot lane Nexus Tower is getting pushed on by super minions, but Corki's going to W over, and we have... The fight is going on. Wreck really, really low here, but there's not much they can do against the tanky Bowser, man, I swear. The Rammus take is insane. That was actually really good of RMU. Dragon will be up in about 50 seconds. Baron's up currently. And I suspect that there will be some wards put on it in the upcoming seconds. There we go. We have one blue trinket. Or it looks like RMU will potentially be headed to Baron or Dragon. Never mind, because bot lane is pushing. They'll potentially probably get a ward on Baron and then head bot for drag. UofC here getting Mr. Krabs, making sure that's really good vision for them. Trading blue over to Xerath. Have Kavar here handling. They're definitely going to start this drag. This will be an uncontested drag. UFC doesn't really have a lot of time to get down here. They're pinging Baron as if to take it, but now it's too late. It should have went much earlier. That is now currently 4 drags to 0. A push of the mid lane, and now potentially a rotating back bot to get the inhibitor while Gangplank pushes top. We see RMU pinging Baron, so Gangplank splitting here. Oh, sorry. We have a Braum ult that we missed, but a TP incoming from Gangplank, and they're going to engage on UFC. Kavar is too far away from his team. He flashes out. He's getting really low. UFC is backing off. UFC is backing off. But they're going to try and hold this turret. Sorry, the inhibitor. It's not going to work out. Rex hanging around the area to wait for his team, but now it's too late. RMU with the second inhibitor taken down. 15 kills to 9. About a 7K gold lead, and looks like RMU will be backing for this blue. They're going to stop. Reckles getting... Reckles, sorry, Rex, not Reckles. Oh. Kavar's getting low, and he's just going to go down after a Lysandra W into ult. That did not really work out too well. Xerath really low, and it looks like UFC is potentially coming in for this Baron. We have Rex at base. It looks like it may be uncontested. Again, it's getting low, and it will go over to RMU. Third Baron, 4 Dragons. About a 10k gold lead, and RMU is looking pretty set. Bot lane will be pushing out for potentially another 2 or 3 minutes. And now they have plenty of time to again push mid while sending GP top to get that wave pushing as well. And again, they're going to rotate Kavar top to handle the next couple waves. He's getting surprisingly tanky. And Grace has, I just noticed, a lot of the kills. Corki is completely behind with only 2 items finished. And so instead, we're actually going to have this top lane push. Maybe GP will go mid. Rammus is looking for his prey. Corki getting really low after that 1-0 kill. Wow, that was half his health. RMU pushing strong on this. That next wave will come down. Corki's packages are up. Can be used to clear bot lane if they so choose. But this is timed really well by RMU. Wow, Soraka going down from Xerath ult. This looks like it will be an engage from Braum. Follow up killing Trundle. This is going to be tower. This could potentially be game. That next wave is pushing in quite slowly. We have a flash. There goes Lysandra. She's going to go down. Rex is also going to go down. All right, he's going to make it to his tower. That it will be Nexus Tower 1, Nexus Tower 2, and finally the Nexus. And the win of UofC versus RMU will go to RMU. That is a victory, folks. Okay, that is game number 1 shoutcasted. I will be back in just a second.